Unchecked. Checkmark.
What's
Finder.
up, everyone? Welcome
Space
back
with Finder
to
desktop.
Shush. Welcome back to another live stream. This is another free Friday talk. I told y'all I was gonna do these on the Fridays. Try to do them every Friday. They're late in the day, but just this is gonna be covering a bunch of stuff. We have security updates that came out this week. One of them was in Mac OS. We had iOS, iPad OS. They had a rapid security response. I'll get into how to check if your phone was updated and stuff like that in today's live update demonstration. And then if you have a Ubiquiti network with the Dream Machine SE, or Dream routers, any Ubiquiti gateways, there was a security fix this week also. Literally conveniently, no joke, I'm not kidding. It was 2 days after Apple released their update. It was wild. So we'll get started here shortly. I need to fix a few things on this computer, and one of them we need to turn on. Yeah, do not disturb. Because I don't need people beeping in. I need to film my iOS 26.4 What's New video because the release candidate should come out this week. I got to get that done. I got to do that tonight. Hopefully I can get it done tonight. Um, yeah, so I'm waiting for people to tune in this live stream and we're gonna get started. So let me post it on X. Open X. Live. There we go. Tweeting it out. I need to start posting more on X. I haven't in a while. I need to start doing a little bit more. But we're going to talk about, go over the brief updates that I noticed that came out this week. The week of the good old 16th through the 20th on the work week. If you celebrated, happy St. Patrick's Day. That occurred on Tuesday. If you don't, well, that's on you. I don't personally, but that's one of the things that was in the calendar of chaos this week. So hope everyone's doing good. If you're in Florida, the weather's nice. I know if you're out on the West Coast, it's hot in the United States, and if you're up in the Northeast, you're probably freezing right now and hating life, depending on where you are. In the Midwest, just doing Midwest things. And then Austin's just doing Austin's tech stuff. And chewing on ice. Alright, so we're going to get into the first thing. Let me shut voiceover off on the computer.
WWDC 25 folder. Voiceover off.
At y'all, and y'all don't have to get annoyed by it. So we're going to go into a few things on this iPhone before my phone decides to, go chew and croak on me. Yeah, let's do Austin's MacBook Pro. All right. Come on. Come on. We're not screen sharing. That's weird. It is crashing on me. Okay, there's screen recording. Let's try this again. Houston, we have a problem? That's not good. Let me see if y'all can see it on live, because I cannot see it pulling up on the Mac monitor. Ooh, that's not good. Because I don't need people beeping in. That's... Houston, we have a problem? Yeah, it's black. It it's dark, like, damn. Okay. I know for a fact I didn't put the security response on the iPhone Air. I'm going to go grab it and plug it into the computer. Sheesh. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Huh. That's weird. Anyways, we have bad news. It won't work. So let me just share this out. I don't know if like Google stuff got the security update. If they got any security responses, stuff like that. So give me 1 sec to go grab a charger and an iPhone Air. BRB. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I got the iPad Pro. If the iPhone Air subsequently fails us. So if the iPad Pro. First, let me see if the thing would work if I plug it in directly into my computer. So let me try this. I need to pick up these earbuds because kitty cats. I have a cat. And we don't need that happening. So let's try this. If you're just tuning in, I had a problem where I'm trying to demonstrate to y'all the security response that came in for the iPhone and the fact that it doesn't want to work. Okay, we're charging. Let's see. No, it crashed. That's fun. Mocha. Oh, it crashed. All right, well, we wait for the iPhone Air to boot up because the iPhone Air is a piece of glass with a black screen, aka dead. And I forgot to charge it today. Bad Apple user. All right, well, we wait for the iPhone Air to boot up because the iPhone Air is a piece of glass with a. Oh. So there we go. So the last live stream we did got 94 views. Yay. This one won't go on as long. I'm not gonna do no hour and 20 plus minutes. I got some other stuff I gotta get to tonight. I got the house to myself, so I'm gonna try to film a little bit. I'm gonna try to. That's the keyword. Yay! iPhone Air has booted up. Entering its passcode. Let it update. Let it catch up with all the notifications from today. Who remembers back in the day when you had an iPhone or an iPad that was dead? It was dead for so long. No worries, guys. I'm eating ice. But it was dead for so long that when you boot it up, it took forever to clear all notifications. They would all slowly come in, like text messages and stuff like that. Yep, I got one lonesome text message. The rest has went through the do not disturb panel. Nice. And all it was a Wendy's notification and the security cameras. Oh, I'm tired. It's been an exhausting week of work. Between legal meetings and live stuff and just normal shenanigans.
All it was a Wendy's notification and the security cameras. I'm tired. That when you boop. No, I got one lonesome text message. No worries, guys. I'm eating ice. But
That's loud.
It was dead for so long. No worries, guys. I'm eating ice. But it was dead for so long.
I forgot I got standard mode on so you could hear literally everything. Alright. Now that all of its notifications have cleared, let's see what the iPhone Air shows.
Voiceover, low power, flash sound records, recognize music, button, screen mirroring. Button.
Screen mirroring.
Austin's MacBook Pro, button, Austin's MacBook Pro. Voiceover off.
What in the world is going on? Why is screen mirroring crap? What? Where? What? How? No one asked for your opinion, Cat. No. Hi, but how? It. Grr. All right, let me try the iPad. The screen mirroring,
Screen mirroring. Button.
they're all in the same network.
Austin's MacBook Pro. Button. Austin's MacBook Pro. Voiceover off.
Did I just come to a realization that 26.3.1 is broken? You know, last week it was my fans. This week it's... I give up. Oh well. So we'll do it from the Mac. It's just like everything else. We'll do it from the Mac. All right. So, this is what I like about Apple. We can do it all from the Mac. It's not the end of the world. So, beware, about to turn VoiceOver on. If you don't like VoiceOver, I'm sorry, but some of
VoiceOver
us
on
have to use our technology.
Status menu. Finder. WWDC25. Folder. Desktop. WWDC25. Folder. Voiceover off.
I have to. That's why. Because I'm screen sharing, so it's probably... That's why it wouldn't let me, because it was doing that. So let's see if that fixed it. Sorry. Oh, I didn't have VoiceOver on at the time.
Voice, your settings and data will be don't trust.
Trust.
And voiceover off.
Yes, I would like this computer to manage and trust my iPhone. Yes. Okay. Let's see if it works now. Nope. Still dead. Achoo! I give up. I give up. I tried. Anyways.
Voice.
Alright, so what you got to do is go to
Apple
settings.
menu. About system settings. One update. Closing
We
system
go to
settings.
system
Now in
settings.
window search. OBS. Sidebar. Table. Inside. Accessibility. General. Battery. General. Out of sight. Vertical scroll area. In manager. About. Button. Software update. Button.
So we go to software update. And
Software. Search. Software up. Progress. Install. Mac Automatic up. Mac OS Tahoe 26.3.1.
so it'll say macOS 26.3.1A, which is what I'm using for this demonstration right now. If yours says macOS, iOS, iPadOS, whatever, and it says 26.3.1 without an A on the end, you do not have the security patch. All right. So, like every device, if you want to force install the security update, if it didn't install for you, you go out of the software update menu. Yes.
Automatic update. Security show data update. Show detail. Security updates. Automatic updates.
See, security updates, automatic updates. This computer did not install
Out of
it.
software update.
I
Scroll
had to-
vertical splitter.
I had to force it.
Sidebar. In sidebar. Accessibility. Appearance. Apple Intel. Desktop display. Menu bar. Spotlight. Wallpaper. Notification. Sound. Focus. Screen time. Locks. Privacy. Touch ID. Privacy and security.
Right here, you go to privacy and security.
Out of sidebar. Vertical privacy and in control. Locate calendar. Contact. Home.
All
None. Meet
the way
phone,
down.
App. Auto. Blue. Captive. Phone. Input. Low. Mic. Motion. Remote. Screen. Speed. Sensitive. Lock. Analytic. Apple. Heading. Allow app. File. Access. Locked. Background security improvements. Button.
Background security improvements. It'll say this on all Apple devices. You go into here,
Background.
and then
Background.
This is where it'll show.
Background security heading installed. macOS 20 show detail installed yesterday. Text this background security improvement. Text this background installed yesterday.
okay, cool. It tells you when it was installed. That's actually cool. I did not realize that. But it'll have a download and install basically, like when you're doing an update, and then it'll just reboot the computer or mobile device. So that's not that hard.
Voiceover off.
That I wanted to show you all that, but AirPlay, I wanted to show you from a phone, is being special. But I bet you if I AirPlay a video, it will work. But I'm not even going to try because that's annoying me. At least the cat is preoccupied. For now. For now. Let's do this. Open YouTube. This poor iPhone is dead. Wow. I don't know what's going on, but no one chatting tonight. That's crazy. Last week it was booming. Is there anyone else live that I know of?
MacBook Neo Day in the Life Unplugged and Torture Test 16 minutes, 39 seconds. Go to channel tab G. Pro Tech meets real life. Tab voiceover off.
Ooh, I got a video. Here. I like watching this channel. So let's see if this works. Oh, it's still black screen. What about if I play this video?
With Robinhood, you can
Are you
securely
kidding me?
crypto assets at
So
one of
that
the lowest
works.
costs on average.
Did audio work?
We are one of the only social media marketing agencies that guarantees million views or you'll pay.
I know.
Honestly,
I don't have YouTube
that is
Premium on
just
this
what we say
account.
from-
So I'm not paying for it everywhere.
Given that there's likely to be about 1 million videos made about this computer, I wanted to shake things up a little bit and get out of the studio and into the real world. Hence my tagline, ProTech in the real world. So I
This channel is good. This is actually a good video. But I wanted to see if that'd work. And it did. But
It's Friday, March 20th, 2026. It's the 79th day of the year, and
did I seriously have to get bamboozled by Ryan Hall? Alright, I'm going to fix macOS later because me and macOS are about to scrap in the yard and fight. Because
it's the 79th day of the year, and
did I seriously have to get bamboozled by Ryan Hall? So, okay, I have a complaint, and it's about YouTube. They did an update like 3 months ago where if you're scrolling through YouTube, literally scrolling,
Continues to be the safest, most secure place to
it starts playing the video.
Unchecked. Checkmark.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back
Space with
to
Finder desktop.
Shush.
Oh wow, it plays my live stream like it's a video. But literally, any video you sit in front of for a little while,
Guys and gals, me Muda Hall.
it starts playing it. I don't know if that's a good feature or an annoying feature. Oh, by the way, if you're part of the replay crew, if you're part of the replay crew, oh, what up, Lavendi? If you're part of the replay crew, of course, leave a comment down below. Lavendi, does your YouTube do that? Where if you're scrolling slowly, it suddenly starts playing a video? It happens on mobile. Let me check if it does it on the YouTube app on the iPad. Oh, let's see. Scroll. Scroll. No, only on the iPhone. This is going to make me appreciate my iPad more. Yay. It's actually going to make me appreciate the iPad even more. It's annoying.
Voice up at collect all 2438. Hey dude, apparently all my software updates now have the after the software update number. What does that mean?
It's a security patch. It means you're protected from a 0-day exploit that occurred on the iPhone via Safari. Wouldn't happen to the average consumer like you, Caleb, or anyone like basic, but it was bad. It was a very bad exploit.
Adlivendi 3229 moderator. UHH. Hello sir. Button.
What up? Caleb, you're good. You're good. I'm glad all your stuff's updated. Now, you needed that. Everyone does. But I want to get into something kind of serious.
Hi, hello. I'm Marty Taxwell.
When I want to get into something serious, YouTube's like, hey, here you go. You know, one of these days, that's going to play copyrighted music while I'm live streaming, and it's really going to mess things up. But, Ubiquiti had a security breach. And even this one was pretty bad.
A malicious actor with access share button. Austin's MacBook Pro. Austin's MacBook Pro.
At least my airdrop will work.
MacBook Pro. Sending airdrop. Austin's MacBook
Yay, it worked.
100%.
All right, here we go.
Austin's MacBook Pro.
So with voiceover, I'm going to include this.
Voiceover on Safari. Navigation. Link. Security. Heading up. Version. Revision. Summary. A malicious affected product. A malicious actor with.
So here you go.
Summary 1 of 2.
So I updated it.
Revision. 1. Version. 1.0.
Revision 1.0.
Revision 1.0. Summary 1 of 2.
All right, so this is for Ubiquiti network equipment. So if you don't mess with routers and you don't have Ubiquiti stuff, I do, and so do a few people I know. But a channel
A malicious
I watched,
actor. Summary 1 of 2.
He did a video on this.
A malicious actor with access to the network could exploit a path traversal vulnerability found in the Unify network application to access files on the underlying system that could be manipulated to access an underlying account.
So a person would have to have access to your local network to manipulate to gain access to files, which then would gain access to your basically a user account on your network, and then boom, they're in your network. So they would have to have local access, but
A malicious actor with access to the network could exploit a path
with access to the network. So they would have to have access to the network, whether local or via the Connect or through SSH possibility.
affected products. Official release.
These are the affected products, official release, UDMSC, of course.
Release candidate. Unify Express. UX. Unify network application. Version 9.0.114 and earlier. Mitigation. Official release. Update Unify network application to version 10.1.89 or later.
So 10.1.89 or later, which I already have installed. Protect also has an update right now, and so did the actual OS, the Ubiquiti OS for the Dream Machine.
Release candidate. Unify Express. UX. Update Unify Express firmware to 4.0.13 or later, which updates the Unify network application to version 9.0.118 or later. Impact. CVSS v3.1 severity and metrics. Base score. 10. Vector. CVSS. Link. CVE. Link. CV N00R3. Summary. An authenticated NOSQL injection vulnerability found in Unify network application could allow a malicious actor with authenticated access to the network to escalate privileges.
So there you go.
Affected official release. Unify network application.
So
Voiceover off.
basically, this is just the Unify release page for all that. It was bad. It was pretty bad. I updated it as soon as possible, and it was not good to have that on equipment that Ubiquiti is pretty, like I have it in my residential house, but for someone to have it in a business, yeah, that don't end good. That don't end good. I updated it as soon as possible, and it but yeah, that was pretty nasty. So Apple had a 0-day exploit through Safari WebKit this week, and then let's see, do I have the info on that? Here, let me grab you all the info on that. Let's see. Yep.
Voice for information on the secure. This update provides bug fit iOS 26.3.1, 23D8133.
So
Voiceover off.
mine has not updated. I have not updated the iPhone Air to the new security patch. So let me do that while I'm sitting in front of the iPhone Air.
Voice backgrounds stolen. Background secure. Automatically install. Switch button on. Background security. This background security for HTTPS://
Then I can go to here.
Voiceover off.
And then here, so this is Apple's. Oops, I don't want to copy the link, but here's Apple's security response page right here. This is their security response for their stuff.
Voiceover about background security improvements.
And then,
for iOS,
so this is
iPadOS,
about
and macOS. Heading left
this is
one.
about the security responses.
Background security improvements deliver.
So this is so this basically
Voiceover on.
what the Learn More link basically is about. What is background security responses, how they work, and all that fun stuff. So if you want to click on that link, I'm going to install this on the iPhone Air. My 17 Pro Max is up to date. Let me check the iPad. And then I gotta run 20, and then I'm gonna run 26.4 sometime this weekend, into next week, because that comes out. Oh. Yep, I need to install it over here on the iPad too. So let me do that right now while I have it sitting in front of me. So I don't know if 26.4 has this fix. If it is fixed, it should be, because it was the release candidate build. But yeah. Justin said he could see the update size. I'm wondering if he was able to see it in iPhone storage. Let's see.
On my iPhone, 10 messages, YouTube Music, no,
Let's see.
Gmail, print 1, chat, DoorDash, cast, paper, Amazon, Break, X, show off, hidden app, iOS, system data, tool,
Nope.
dictate, button, application,
Nope.
search,
It won't tell me. Doesn't tell me in the security response. That's weird. How big the file size. They're only like a few megs for the security response update packages. But yeah, that's the fun stuff about all the updates that came out this week. So that basically was it in the security world for the general stuff, the important stuff that got my attention this week.
Was not on air to the new security patch. So
Like I said, hi Caleb, hi Lavendi. Hope y'all are doing good. Let's see.
Voiceover on, 2020.
Let's see. Do. Oh no. No. Stop. Yes. Verifying update. Alright, iPhone Air is updating. It's rebooting. This is actually cool that they did this. This literally saved them doing these security response updates. Wow, I'm surprised it didn't do the chime. Well, you would think it would probably be installing overnight, so it's probably like, let's not do the chime. Yes. Want to trust. Why are you asking me again? Huh. It made me retrust my phone with my Mac. That's wild. see. I don't know why my M4 iPad Pro is stuttering. Battery's not low on it. When switching apps, it was stuttering. That's still downloading? Jesus. Oh, because I got, I think... No, low power mode is not enabled. That's odd. That is interesting that it was doing that.
Hello everyone. Button.
What up? What up, what up, what up? I'm not going to do a long one tonight. Like I said, the primary things, we got a Ubiquiti Dream Machine, Ubiquiti Network, routers, anything like that. Check your updates this week. Update your network gear. Well, any router you should actually be updating as quick as possible in most cases. Unless you are in like an area where you don't want certain things being broken, so you don't want to update right away. I understand that part. iPhone wise, iPad, Mac, etc. Update that this week. We have security responses that went out if they didn't update. I'm starting to notice certain devices did not update on my end.
Charging 5%.
Oof. I really had fun with the 17 Pro Max today. Oh, otherwise, we doing good. Got a Microsoft email today. And Microsoft's like, oh, we want to make sure Windows is very good, very high experience and all that. And I'm like, stop throwing AI down everyone's throat and we'll be okay. But they're like, no, we want to continue on our AI spree. No, not everyone wants AI thrown down their throat. And Apple, I'm talking to you too. Talking to you too, Apple. But otherwise, I'm just chilling here on a Friday night. I don't know why it feels like Saturday. Let me know if y'all have that feeling. I don't know why it feels like one, but it's Friday night. I'm chilling. Yeah, to do a few things overnight. I'm going to make my 26.4 video. I'm going to try to make it tonight, if not tomorrow night. I need to make it by Sunday night. And then once I get that done, I'm going to edit, upload it, and it should be available for y'all to watch on YouTube. And yeah.
156.
Hello, Ice Maker. The fridge is making ice. No! These headphones do not need to run away. But yeah, that was the security update chaos that I had this week. But otherwise, 26.4 comes out to the public tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. It comes out Monday. It should. As long as there's no release candidate bill. Now, when I film this video, there will be a asterisk that I'll put at the beginning of the video to where there might be a different release candidate bill if it doesn't have the security patch that 26.3.1a brings. So beware about that one. No, I did not know Google is limiting how long are the limits of live stream on YouTube. I know at one point YouTube had it limited to, I believe, 7 days unless you were a channel that got granted permissions to do forever streaming. I know at one point they did that, and then they modified it a few times over the years, but I know the maximum for a channel like my size is about 7 days. So they're going to reduce the limit again. Probably because of a lot of the storage size for their servers. Yeah, I'm curious about that because I didn't hear nothing. I'll look into it when I get up the stream, but that is curious. I mean, I don't go for more than 3 hours a day, if not, like when Apple does their keynotes, I try to only do about 2 hours because I know there's a replay crew. I know y'all watch live, and I appreciate everyone for watching. And mainly it's audio because I don't show my face right now because I just don't feel comfortable yet doing that fully. But it's more like a podcast, live podcast, etc. I try to do this more like a podcast moment, live. But the other thing is what's a good way I can put this? I only live stream a maximum of maybe 3 hours. Other channels that I've worked on with a crew, we've done 6 hours. But I try to not go any longer than 3 solo. Yeah, 1 hour is plenty because, like, your audience, especially if they're replaying or whatever or watching live, they'll come in and out. And typically, an average play time of my live streams are about 5 to 10 minutes. Some people will stay for the full stream. And shout out to the OGs that stay for the whole stream. I appreciate it. We have people that comment all the way to the end. I appreciate y'all. I really do. It's more fun when we got multiple people watching, they're chatting. And we can interact. Yeah, like I said, 1 hour, about 60 minutes is good enough. That is the best that you can do. And that's what you honestly should do on a live stream, is try to do about it, an hour and a half. If there's a major event like an Apple keynote, like I'll do in June, which we should be getting the actual date for the WWDC 26 keynote next week. We should be getting the invites, not this week coming up, the following week, the 30th. We should be getting it around the 30th or between the 30th and the 1st, but more than likely we'll be getting it around the end of the end of the month to the beginning of next month. We should be getting that. Oh no, I don't care if you fall asleep to my live streams. If I put you to sleep at night and you're watching it, that means that, like, these type of live streams, that means I did something. You're getting peace. You're getting rest for the next work day. But no, people depends on what they do. I know some people that'll put a podcast or a live stream on, and that's what they'll fall asleep to. Some people will put a video on. I mean, it depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I will watch a podcast video form, but then leave it on the iPad, fall asleep to it. Or sometimes I'll fall asleep to a tech video, or I'll fall asleep to something, not something major, like the people that I watch, Sneed, Carlos, when Carlos does his stuff, or Sneed, or anyone else. I watch just not the most boring content or the worst content. I'll watch something that'll make me kind of like tired, but most of the time I don't fall asleep to the important stuff. I'm glad you do. I try to do them as much as I can. I mean, like I said last live stream, I had, a little bit of a mental health thing. My creator block was not there. I had creator's block a little bit, but also I had other things going on in my personal life. We're all human. And then I had I just didn't have the energy to do live streams. You get burned out. You got to put pause on it when you get burned out, because if you burn yourself out doing the live streams, you're going to get the people to fall asleep on you. That's the first thing. The second thing, people are not going to want to watch. And third, it's going to be one of those things where you're just going to be negative Nancy over it. And I'm not for that crowd. So I'm going to stream here for about another, good 15 or so minutes. I'm going to end this around I'm going to try to stream till about 10:15 p.m. East Coast time, 7:15 p.m. West Coast time. And like I said, I'm not streaming till 11:30 like I did the last time. That one got 94 views. I'm glad it got that many views. I'm gonna update the playlist and need to add both that live stream and this one. These Friday talks, they're unlisted, but I gotta update the category and we'll put this in the playlist. Live streams. Now, Friday, July 9th, and let's see what day is. What day is July 16th?
It's Thursday, July 16th.
July 17th, I will not be live streaming. So the 9th and the 17th, I believe the 9th is... Day is July 9th.
It's Thursday, July 9th,
So
2020.
July 10th, I will not be live streaming because I will be in Texas. And okay, so the 10th and the 17th, I will not be live streaming. Those are guaranteed. I'll be in Tejas.
Voiceover at Jennifer. Yes, you do burn out. I only do 3 lives a year. Button.
Yes, that is correct. You do burnout. So I'll be actually hanging out with some people in Texas in July and doing some vacation stuff. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to take more vacations throughout the year. I'm not going to just be July, but that's the big stepping stone of where I won't be live streaming. Now I'm going to try to see if I can live stream on the road Friday if I can, but I don't know on the 10th and the 17th. But I know this much. I'm going to try to see if I can stream my way to Texas or my way back to Florida. I'm not making any promises, but we'll see. We shall see what happens there. Because those are 10-hour trips. And no, I'm not flying because driving would be a lot better. Me personally, I'm not driving, but me and a family member are going out to Texas. Going out to see some family and meet up with some friends. The good old Texas. And before anyone tries to do anything, I got stuff protected, so I'm not worried about that stuff. So I'm working on it right now, planning on seeing what's going on, but I'm going to try to do my Texas trip, but the economy's not doing so hot right now. The economy's rough anyways, depending on to who you are, but it's not doing good for me. For me. I got a free iPhone Air basically this year. Last year, I got the 17 Pro Max. I'm not upgrading this year. I got the iPad Pro, M4 chip. I got the M4 Max MacBook Pro. If I was going to upgrade anything, and it would be hard for me to upgrade, it'd be the Apple Watch. But I'm at like 94% battery health on the watch. My watch still gets me through a day, so I'm not upgrading. Not upgrading. I'm gonna try to do my Texas trip, but the economy's not doing so hot right now. The economy's rough anyways, depending on who you are, but it's not doing good for me. Yeah, the economy's not good for me right now. But it will be by July and the rest of the year. I'm glad you like my live streams.
Voiceover at Jennifer. People don't at Jennifer. Message. Pin message. Record. Remove. Author. Channel.
Let's see.
Channel active. Go to channel. Button.
Go to channel. Let's see.
Gene G Jr.
Gene G. I don't like that. It should read the channel's names, not the @user names on YouTube now. But I'm glad you like my live streams, Gene. Really, I'm glad. I try not to live stream when Sneed does it. If he does one on Friday, I try not to because, I got a few of my audience from him and stuff like that, so I don't try to overpower him or whatever. But next week, I'm going to try to do a Friday tech talk in the a free Friday talk, not at night. So next week, I'm going to do something during the day. So I'm gonna try to do an experiment where I do this live stream during the day, and hopefully next week we have something exciting. If it's a real dead week and there's nothing going on, there probably won't be a live stream. But we shall see. I'm back for the videos. I got to work on the 26.4. What's new? And if you're new to this channel, of course, I am blind / I am visually impaired, so I have to use a thing called VoiceOver to read my screen and help me navigate the iPhone better. It's a very good tool for people that are blind. I was watching the YouTube channel, the blind surfer Pete Gustin, and they were like saying that he fakes his blindness. And I'm like, how can you first fake being blind, but at the same time, that's kind of, it's kind of wild. I also saw this week that Elon was talking about putting Neuralink into people and talking about, healing their blindness and stuff like that, basically. And people were tagging him saying that, oh, Elon's about to fix everyone's blindness, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not how it's going to work. It's going to start by fixing the people that are totally in the dark and give them maybe light perception and, the sensory of light, and slowly increase on things getting not brighter, but clearer. It's starting slowly. But the day that Neuralink helps blind people see again, like biblical level, that will be, hell, I'm 23 right now. I may see it in my life when I'm like in my 70s, maybe. I hope it's in the next 20, 30 years. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. Elon's marketing like it will. I'm not saying he can't have it done with the way, he has the engineers and the people medically to work on it and stuff. It's one of those things where you got to wait and see what happens. It's going to take a little while. It's legitimately going to be one of those things where it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take at least if I'm going to be safe and make a good prediction on this, 15 to 30 years at a high rate. If it's like anything, it's going to take 25 to 50 years just to start getting started, to be potentially more than what I can see. And then for someone to have 20/20 vision and potentially see the spectrum like ultraviolet radiation, like chickens can and stuff like that, that probably will be 100 years from now, at the earliest. I appreciate it, Gene. No, I don't. But yeah, I saw some people that were making comments towards Pete Gustin. If you want to check out a good guy that does voice acting and he does surfing and stuff, Pete Gustin, he did a lot of voiceover stuff for movies and stuff like that. Also, fun fact, country singer wise, Ronnie Millsap is totally blind. Another guy that don't fake it. Well, not fake it, but you wouldn't notice. I mean, you can when he did his concerts back in the day, but the way he performed and everything, music is a blind person's strong suit, just like technology is and stuff like that. Oh, I do give off, like, when I talk to Carlos and I talk to a few others, they did say that they're going to be, they did tell me, being real with me, they were like, you don't give off that you are blind at times. You don't. He was, they were like, we forget sometimes that you are blind. Because I don't show it. I also don't advocate with it. So it's just one of those things. But I do pretty good for being blind. I'm not totally. I have enough vision to see things, watch movies, watch TV. I don't really care about movies that much. Not a big movie person. I'm more of let's throw.
24% charge.
I'm more of let me throw something on YouTube and call it a night kind of guy. Let's see, how long does this take to charge on this computer?
2213. 24% charged. 1H plus to 80%. 2214.
Oh God. I was not expecting the MacBook to be fast, but 1 hour till 80% when it typically takes from the wall plug I have in my room about 30-40 minutes. Yeah, no. We temporarily charging from the computer. No, I don't, Gene. There are certain things that I have a problem with, you know, but like I work around it. When it comes to the YouTube side of things, doing thumbnails, doing stuff like that, I try to do as much as a sighted person as possible. From the YouTube side. And then, like, you know, if I don't feel like me with a visual impairment, if I don't feel like making something for, you know, myself, there's the convenience of like door dashing and getting ready for, you know, like Uber Eats and stuff like that. Like my place where I live, I didn't have DoorDash and Uber Eats until I found out, and that was in 2022. That's the wild part. Now, my town probably got we probably got DoorDash and Uber Eats probably when COVID started back in 2020. But Gene and whoever else is watching, I'm going to end this live stream here. I got to do a few things around this house and get some stuff organized. It's Friday night. I appreciate everyone for watching. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, whether you're in the sun, whether you're in snow, whether you're in a windstorm, or you're out in Vegas gambling on hot stuff because it's hot outside, or you're poolside drinking a margarita or a drink of your choice, you know, Coke, you know. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I hope everyone has a good start to the last final work week of March. We got the final work week. We ring in April 1st. Woohoo. We ring in April 1st on Wednesday. I hope April Fool's Day is abolished soon. I really do. I don't like April Fool's Day. Do not like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, Gene, I'm about to get ready for bed soon. I actually slept in this morning, but I'm about to get ready for bed here in the next, probably about 2 hours, actually. I stay up a little bit more on a Friday night. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate everyone for watching. If you're the hashtag replay crew, appreciate you for watching. I hope you're having a good moment. I hope you have a good day. And stay kind, stay fantastic, and be nice to everyone. Peace. And come on, OBS.
Add config start recording.
Bye, everyone. Peace.
Stop recording. 300. Add configurable. Stop recording. 300. Duration. Auto stop. Fade. Stop streaming.
Oops, I clicked that recording button. My bad.